I don't have time talk? I think we need it. Second video in this series of I don't have time, and I'm just touching base on all the times I've heard I don't have time. Roll it. So I got a great email from somebody talking about, I don't have time and my business is boring, and I get these emails a lot, so I decided to maybe focus on this for a bit and make a series out of it. It shouldn't be boring what you're doing, and if it is boring, it's time to change things up, start doing new things. You're just you're not really bored, you're just stale. You're just doing the same thing each and every day, and this is where we gotta change it up a bit. Here's the email. Hi Nikos, how are you learning all these things? I sit, I research and research and research. I'd rather research and learn new stuff than sleep. I watch many videos just on one thing before I purchase it, just so I know what am I getting into, what to look for, and what is the best before I purchase it, let alone everything else I do. You're continually doing cool stuff. I'm kind of jealous. Don't be, just start doing, do something new. Every day we should be doing something new. Just do something new. My business is boring. What would you recommend? Alright, so you didn't give me an actual business. I don't know why. So I'm going to speak in general terms. When I'm looking at a business and I'm trying to figure out what the best thing is for a business, I tend to go and look at other businesses and see what kind of things they're doing. Usually they're doing something that I'm not. The point I'm going to try and tackle is that when we start a business, we start doing something, and then we'll add new things to the business. We'll keep working towards it, and then we'll get into this flow. This habit develops, and the flow just keeps going. And each and every day, we do the same thing day in and day out. As this occurs, we kind of get stale, and the whole environment becomes boring. If we're not changing up anything, it gets boring. If we're not learning anything, it gets boring. If we don't have anything to look forward to, it gets boring. So the question then begs, what do we do in order to get that mojo back for that business? So learning is critical to us moving forward, and I usually look at it from this perspective. I start to analyze other people's businesses. I look at what they're doing. I understand what they're doing. And then I go out to figure out how I can best apply it towards my businesses. I do this with clients' businesses. I do it with any kind of startups I get involved with. So whenever I'm sitting there coaching somebody through a series of, a couple months, we look at all these things, and I have them go out and analyze all this stuff and really understand what is going on out there, what are the trends, what new is coming, what things to prepare for. When we do this, we're able to really start expanding on what opportunities exist. And once this opportunity comes by that we can't miss, now we got something, boom, off to the races we go. We just have to learn first how to execute it properly. Social media is no different. See, people get stuck on this idea that social media is hard and it's time consuming, and there's so many people doing it. What are we doing? The reality is, it's true. It is. It takes time. If you want to increase your Instagram and grow it properly, you need to spend 2-3 hours on it. If you want to grow YouTube, you got to spend 2-3 hours on it. Facebook, all of these platforms take time. Is there a way to syndicate everything and make it run smooth? Yes, there's a lot of these programs out there, but then you're not getting that proper attention, or you're not giving the proper attention to it, and it kind of doesn't take off the way you wanted it to. The question I always get is, what do you do in order to make sure you're understanding everything? Well, first thing, there's so much YouTube videos out there, you can start there. Secondly, there's articles out there. Thirdly, there's people in the industry that you can go talk to, make friends with, go out to events, start understanding how all that works. The one thing I've been doing is going out, researching everything, and then looking at courses online. I started using Udemy, and I love it. It's awesome. I would highly suggest that you wait for these deals to come up where you can get a course for $17. And yes, they don't provide you all the information, but they teach you so much. This is how I'm learning how to do all my video work and learning how to use all the different softwares with the editing. And the idea there was I needed to learn to do it on my own before I could hire somebody, because I don't even know what I want and I don't know what's possible. My goal is to be efficient with my workflow and make sure I can do more and more and more. This is where I want to make sure that time decreases in this whole interaction as I try to pump out more and more videos so that I can focus on the core business again. This is the mentality I use for almost everything I do, because I need to be efficient in order to achieve the maximum amount of things I can do in one day. Yeah, is there times where you're not going to be able to do everything? Of course. And if I didn't know how to do all this stuff and I didn't want to spend the time on it, I would pay for it. But it's not the same feeling I get, and I gotta tell you, when I picked up the camera and I finally started being creative again, it made my day. It just brought me back on earth, and it made me feel like $1,000,000. A new passion was brought back into me, and I'm loving it. I want to walk around with the camera. I want to enjoy just doing these, vlogging things with the camera, making videos and meeting new people, and just, I don't know, I've had an experience of a lifetime. Now, I wouldn't have been able to do it if I had not said I'm going to just start. So when people say I don't have time, it's not that you don't have time. It's more of, how do I find the motivational moment to take advantage of this opportunity I have? YouTube is the opportunity for me. Facebook and the ads is all moving to videos. It was time to make the shift, but I never thought I would get so satisfaction out of picking up a camera and enjoying the whole process of making the videos. Look at all these lenses. I'm having fun learning all about cameras. Why wouldn't I want to spend more time on this every moment I can to develop this? So take some time, really look at what you're doing with your business, and being specific to this question, why is it boring? What made it boring? What was fun before? What things can you do to bring and introduce a different aspect that is gonna elevate that, boringness to a fun state? Those things you used to do that made it fun, maybe they need to be escalated to the next level. Really challenge yourself and find something that will be of substance and will make you feel like getting up in the morning and really just punching through everything so you can go do those things that you really want to do. Learn as much as you can. Learn, grow, repeat. You keep doing that. Learn, grow, repeat. This is Nico's Rentas, mentorsapproach.com. Comment, like, and of course, subscribe.